Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And I must begin this by apologising for I was wrong. I suggested in an earlier video that cycling may be the next sport that would completely ban trans athletes from competing. It's already made it very difficult, but hasn't gone for an outright ban. But I thought, given how many steps it's taken, it would just be one more and that would be done. That was my thinking. And I was wrong because it looks like it's Rugby League. Now, Rugby League hasn't completely banned it, but it has made a very good start. We'll take a look at the article and see where it's going. So, as the headline says, Rugby League to ban transgender athletes from competing in international events, just days after they were banned from swimming. Now, this is only applying to international. I believe it should apply all the way down, even to sort of local sports fields on a Sunday afternoon. But we carry on. International Rugby League has ruled transgender players cannot compete. It indicated more research is needed before allowing transgender players. And it comes just one day after FINA banned transgender swimmers from meetings. And it's a bit of an explosive decision. Rugby League has banned transgender athletes from international events, such as the World Cup. But it's not going any further down the line. So club meets and things like that, it's still allowing. So it's still going to allow men to be on a pitch with women in a very high incident contact sport. People are going to get hurt. So Australia's delegates to IRL are Australian Rugby League, ARL Commissioners Peter Beattie and Wayne Pearce, while the board is chaired by fellow Aussie Troy Grant. The International Olympic Committee concluded that it is the remit of each sport and each governing body to determine how an athlete may be at a disproportionate advantage compared with their peers, taking into consideration the differing nature of each sport. Well, rugby is a very physical game, high contact, high speed, high power. It's a strength game, and fit people already, sometimes don't come off a rugby pitch with various injuries like necks being snapped, things like that. So to allow a man to compete with women is madness, as well as just being generally unfair. It's dangerous. In the interest of avoiding unnecessary welfare, legal and reputational risk to International Rugby League competitions and those competing therein, the IRL believes there is a requirement and responsibility to further consult and complete additional research before finalising its policy. The IRL's decision comes after FINA became the first international sporting body to take a strong and decisive approach to transgender athletes in a move that will change swimming forever. And it is the beginning of the turn, because it will not end with swimming. As we say, cycling has taken quite a step. Still not quite there, because it's not banning. How can we put it? It's only reducing testosterone levels to very low levels, but that doesn't mean that anyone who's gone through male puberty is being banned, and that does unreservedly give an unfair advantage. So cycling has still got a long way to go, but it is moving in the right direction. Now, Rugby League, moving in the right direction, still got a long way to go. They made the ruling only biological women can compete in female events, while simultaneously announcing new race categories, this is swimming, will be created for transgender athletes who don't fit into traditional gender classifications. An American transgender swimmer, Leah Thomas, brought the issue into prominence by making waves, boom boom, in the US college swimming scene by winning everything as a man against women. For their part, the IRL was keen to reiterate they consider Rugby League a game for all and any genders, but indicated they needed more information and research before they could permit transgender players to compete at an international level. And that's a cop-out. They need to ban them at all levels because it is just plainly unfair. And then they go on with some details of their sort of prevarication and not banning it at any level because, we need to look at things. But it's a start. And that is a man who later became a woman and started playing rugby. And that's her, him, it, they, playing rugby. So a married man, a father, now plays against ladies. How is that possibly fair? Anyway, gonna drop that, come on up and round off. It was only a quick thing just to show that the battles are coming quite quickly now. I think is turning. Sport is slowly becoming fairer. But yeah, I'll come up, round off. I think each day brings another victory for fairness for women's sport. The tide is turning, undoubtedly. Views are changing. What was seen as, a few sort of staunch, what they call turfs, making a stand and being a pain, and oh, look at them, they're hateful. It's now moving mainstream. I think the normies, and that is to say, those people who didn't really have a vested interest in it, are starting to see the utter unfairness of letting men play against women. I think even the mainstream media now, who were previously very woke and, oh no, we've got to stand for this, have actually seen sense and realised, yeah, actually this is a bit too woke, and it is unfair. And also they want to sell newspapers. So they're starting to sort of report on it now, take a stance on it. And so yeah, the tide's turning, the battles will be won, and soon women's sport will be exclusively for women. Now, no one is saying that trans cannot participate in sport. Knock yourselves out. Play as much sport as you like. But don't be unfair about it. Don't use your increased strength against women. It's not fair, it's not right, it's unethical, and you're cheating. Now, either play against men or form your own league. Nobody cares. But they do care about you playing against women because of, apart from the unfairness, the element of danger. But we are winning. I'll bring it to a close there. If you like what you hear and see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications of future outputs. Leave a like, leave a comment, and until next time, dear friends, stay safe, stay well, and goodbye.